So we've got a pin stuck in the table here. How are you going to get it out? Vice grips, knock your teeth out? Just use the slide hammer. And I'm going to show you how to make one tonight. It's a really great addition to the tool room. And basically you just screw that in and back it off, and you look like a pro, and the part comes right out. Hey guys, it's Phil Kerner here, the Tool and Die Guy, and got a little invention here for you tonight that every shop should have. And this is called a slide hammer. Okay, and basically, if you look at this thing, what we have here is a rod with a thread on the end, and when you have something stuck in a hole that's got a thread in it, basically all you do is back it off. It's a really handy tool to have in any tool room, okay? So this particular model here was built for me at the place I work. It's not the typical unit I would built myself. I used to have a nice set of slide hammers, and they kind of disappeared when I closed my shop, and it was just a nice thing to have in your toolbox. So let's look at this thing. Basically all you really need here, and I'm going to zoom in on a drawing here, you need a 1/2-inch rod, or about 6 of them, about 1 foot long, and then all you need to do is take a piece of cold roll, about 2 inches in diameter, 1.5 inches, about 4 inches long, and drill a 17/32 hole in it. Personally, they kind of went overboard here. They got this kind of elaborate stop. You can just run a die over the end of this, 1/2-inch 13 die, and just put a flange nut on the end. Okay, so that would act as your stop. So basically, what a slide hammer does, as you pull back, it backs off a threaded part that you could normally not get out unless you're trying to like fight with your vice grips or something, or channel locks, and you know they always slip. I saw a great tutorial today on what are channel locks and vice grips used for. Well, they are used primarily to round off the heads of bolts, and you know what I'm talking about. And the same video also told me that a Phillips head screwdriver is used to strip out the heads of Phillips head screws. So here's a slide hammer, and let's zoom in on this little sketch I just did here. Very easy way to do this, a little easier. Just take a 1/2-inch rod. Just take a 1/2-inch rod, get yourself about 6 of them. Basically all you do is run a die over the end, put a 1/2-13 thread on the end, and put the flange nut on the end. That's the stop, okay? And then, as I said, you know, you just need to get yourself a piece of 1.5 or 2-inch diameter cold roll, about 4 inches long, drill a 17/32 hole in it to clear this rod. And what I did with my set is I just cut off several rods, about 1 foot long, 1/2-inch diameter, and drilled and tapped them for various size socketed cap screws. And I can tell you right off the top of my head what they were. They were 10/32, 1/4 20, 5/16 18, 3/8 16, and half. No, didn't even do the 1/2-13 because I just ran the die over the other end for the 1/2-13. And what you do is you tap this hole, and then you tighten the bolt in as tight as you can and just saw the head off, and then chamfer the end of the bolt, and then you've got a slide hammer. And in my slide hammer set, like I said, I had those 5 or 6 rods. I just kept them in a box, and I lost them when I closed the shop. But that's all you got to do. It's I kind of see what he was trying to do here. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. What he did here is he took a 1/2-inch bolt and drilled it into this 3/4 rod, and then I guess his theory was that you would always take a 1/2-inch bolt and put the different size threads into it. This thing's always coming loose on me. You can see it's loose now. I'm not a big believer in this system. So a slide hammer is a great tool to have, but just make yourself up a set of rods and just tap them for those sizes I said. Cut the bolt off, you're done for life. Okay? A slide hammer is a really handy tool to have in a tool room, and I'll show you a couple shots at the end of this video on how I use mine. And it's not something you use every day, but it's a nice little project for you guys to do, and it does come in handy. So I'm Phil Kerner, the Tool and Die Guy, and thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you on the next one.